That's right. I know it's been a couple weeks, and I apologize, man. Sometimes life just happens, and we have to make choices. And as you guys know, 2 weeks ago, I was streaming live for the Qrow Point, and that's a whole long story. We won't talk about that. Last week, we got poor Chloe back from the vet, and she was doing horrible. And so we put it off so we could keep an eye on her, and sadly, as many of you know, that didn't turn out well either. But either way, life happens, and sometimes we just have to put things aside, focus where we need to, and then we can come back better and stronger as never before. So we are back today. We are all kinds of filled with fun. We've got adventuring with Qrow later on. We're going to have a lot of good times. In fact, we're even going to talk about the invisible mice. If you haven't heard about the invisible mice, you might want to pay attention because it gets pretty weird. But either way, it's going to be a good time. Now, as you guys know, mi casa is su casa, so leave your shoes at the door. Bar's always open. Fix yourself a drink. Better yet, make it two. Yeah, who knows? Munchies and snacks are available if you can find them. I seem to be out right now, so I gotta go find some later. But either way, we're gonna have a great time. So I want to say hey to everybody who's already joined us today. And the very first was Mission Michelle. Hi, Michelle. How you doing, dear? Good to have you with us. We got let's see. Happy, joy. I agree. Yes, happy, joy. And Wild Angel says, hi, everyone. 432 and 1. Says, hello, Mission. So, we're going to have a good time tonight. The biggest thing you got to ask yourselves is, I've run into this late, and I'm kind of curious. I want to know if you guys have experienced the same thing. What do you do about it? And are you noticing this in the world right now? J-Steen, my man, how you doing, brother? So, there are those times in life when things get what I call creepy quiet. When it's one of those, you're sitting there, it's like, I know there's something I should be doing, but there's no fires, there's no tragedies, nothing's happening. Then I get scared. Does that happen to anybody else out there? Really kind of curious. So let's bring everybody else up here and see what's going on. Miss Michelle says, scammers! Yeah, scammers are always there, Mission. Yeah, Michelle, you gotta be safe, man. Scammers are everywhere. But one person I know who never scams us and is always smiley happy, and that is the wonderful, beautiful Miss Wild Angel. How you doing, love?
Hi, everybody.
How's your week?
I'd rather not talk about it.
That's fair.
Or
okay.
I'll turn into a blubbering mess again.
Yes, it has been a rough week. As many of you know, here at Down Home Crypto, we did have Chloe. We took her to the vet, and sadly, we did have to put her to sleep. And we were a mess for 3 days. Both Wild Angel and I, and she's gone. We're an absolute mess. We would go from angry to crying to quiet to angry to quiet. Yeah, and sometimes that happens. But either way, we can't let the bad things hold us down, so we had to sit with our wagon, work through it, and we're back. So, since she left me, of course, that's not the only beautiful lady we have here today, because, gotta have lots of pretty women at a Friday night party, right? So, we have one person who is always rainbows and sunshine, for the most part. And that is none other than Miss Smiley Girl. How you doing, Smiley?
Hi, Serenity. Hi, Wild Angel. Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. I'm very happy to be here today.
Nice.
It's a good day.
It is a good day. And you're right, Michelle, that is life. And the only way to not feel those losses and stuff is just to not have friends and family and things you care for. And that's just not me. We care way too much, so it is one of the tragedies of life. That's okay. We're not going to let it hold us down, and we're going to keep moving forward, because that's what we do.
And we're going to love each other, because that's what we do, too.
Yep.
Exactly. It's a great thing about Down Home Crypto. We have all this family that always supports, no matter how bad, no matter what's going on. There's always somebody in the community that says, hey, what do you need? I got your back. Big hug, we can do that. Whatever it is.
I got purple sparkly yarn.
Oh, yay!
Okay, that's a good thing. So, Smiley, how was your week, dear?
It was weird. Did I tell you about my bug bite?
Yeah.
No? What happened?
Okay. Well, okay, so like 3 weeks ago, in the middle of the night, some bug bit me, and I thought it felt like a beetle, and I brushed it off, and I couldn't find it or see what it was, but my arm hurt where it bit me pretty bad for like 10 minutes, and then it kind of went away, and I went back to sleep. And the next day, I couldn't see anything. I thought it was nothing. But then a couple days after that, it swelled up. This huge, big, it's like an inch and a half in diameter. And it was all red and crusty and ew. And anyway, and itchy, like crazy. And I'm like, oh, this is weird, but it'll go away, right? That was like 3 weeks ago. So finally I had to go to urgent care and say, is this okay? And she goes, no, you're actually, not only are you allergic to whatever bit you, but it got infected. So I'm on antibiotics and a cream and the whole bit and everything. So now it's finally starting to go away, but it's so weird. It's never happened to me before.
And you have no idea what bug it was. It was just an invisible bug.
Well, it felt like a beetle, although everybody keeps telling me it sounds more like a spider bite. And I see Michelle saying possible spider bite, brown lacrosse.
I think she means brown recluse.
Oh,
I think.
I don't think it was that bad. I mean, brown recluse, you got like flesh-eating things going on, right?
You start rotting from the inside out. That's bad shit there.
Yeah.
Bad juju.
No, it's not that bad. But it was weird, and so I'm like, now I totally cleaned my room and vacuumed everything, and I'm looking in the corners. I'm like, this thing better not be here.
Eviction notice. You're out of here.
I got a mosquito bite once and scratched it, and ended up with cellulitis up the side of my leg.
Oh wow!
I mean, it was crazy.
Oh, that's scary.
Alex,
hey, you bonks.
Where's that? You bonks. How you doing, brother? Man, it's been way too long, my man. Hey, you got a backstage pass if you want to hop up here. But either way, it's great to see you, my man. But that's absolutely crazy, Smile. What kind of bug would dare bite you? Or it could have been one of the invisible rats. Yeah, have you heard about that?
And it had to do it in her sleep. That's the only way it had the audacity.
How dare it bite Smiley Girl?
I don't know. It's creepy, but I'm glad it's done. It's over pretty much.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're getting better. And yeah, we're always going to have those trials and tribulations. And all we can do is just fight through them.
Yeah.
So I've been with the kangaroos in the Arizona plains. Dude, you bonks. That's freaking awesome, man. I didn't know we had kangaroos in Arizona. Huh.
Much less flying in planes.
Right.
I didn't even catch that one. You're right. Yeah. The way it's spelled. I like that. That's good. Okay, I need some sanity here. So I know one person who's always going to bring logic and sanity to the room, along with some great crazy stories. None other than Mr. Cyril here. How you doing, Cy?
Hey, Cy. We missed
you. Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Good.
Going good, brother. About yourself, my man.
Getting better.
I'm all right. I'm not sick anymore, so that's great.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good to hear. Yeah, I know I was kind of worried about you. Last time I actually saw a picture of you. You were laying in a hospital bed, man.
Yeah. Well, you know how it goes. Anything I want to do, I got to do big, right? So.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You don't do nothing small.
Don't get sick often, but when I do, I get sick.
Yeah, man, no kidding. I seen you laying in the ER with weeds and stuff coming off. He's like, holy hell, what the hell did you do? You do everything in a grand event.
Oh, yeah. It's making up for lost time.
Perfect. I love it. So, how's your week been, Cy? Now that you're not sick.
It's been all right. How about yours?
It's been a challenge. Been up and down. We were talking about that earlier. But all in all, you know what? It's a learning experience. It's a growing experience and coming out the other side. So all the way around, I'm kind of blessed to experience it. Not sure I like it or I want to do it again, but it has been a process, that's for sure.
Well, experience leads to growth, right? And a new path can't begin until you get off the old path. So change comes in many forms, and nothing in life is permanent. So focus on enjoying the things and the people and everything while it's there, and think on it fondly when it's gone, because nothing is permanent. Don't get too attached. Or at least learn to let go.
Exactly. And that's hard to do some days. And yeah, it's like Yvonne saying Rooster bent me over while camping, and I've been kind of depressed the past couple weeks dealing with that right now. Huh? Don't be depressed, you bonks, man. It's okay. You'll come through the other side. Promise you'll recover. So now a couple other people that were on the journey of crazy and stupidity is how we like to classify that, is none other than Mr. Qrow and Revenant. How you guys doing?
Hi, guys.
I heard
Rose.
stupidity and I was summoned.
Eh. Well, if the shoe fits, wear it, man.
Hey, I wear boots, okay? Not just standard tennis shoes. Ugh.
Good man. Hi, Rose. How you doing, dear? Okay, so how's your guys' week? Anything crazy happen in your world? Sort of, they tried to burn your work down, Qrow?
Got a bunch of arguments on Thursday. That was fun. I almost had a house break in half while I was inside of it.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's about it.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I had that picture real quick, if I could bring that up.
I think you do.
I do.
Yeah, this was fun. I was inside this when this happened.
Yeah, let's see if I can share my screen here. So, for anybody who doesn't know, when you work in a modular plant, okay, they build, it's like Legos. Each part of a house or a building is literally the size like this long rectangle box. Well, they drag them around on trailers. Then you have things like this that occur. And so, yeah, this is supposed to be straight. So when your house bends like a taco, that's probably bad.
I don't think they're supposed to do that.
They're really not.
Yeah, I
So-
don't think
Yeah.
you're supposed to live in tacos.
Did a weld break?
No, it was just the LVLs inside, those snapped. They added too much weight because originally that had no OSB on the exterior. So they had no OSB, and then they added 3-hour firewalls, which is like metal studs, plus like 4 layers of 5/8 sheetrock on each corner. So it's just a bunch of extra weight, and the LVL had already snapped once, and that's what that big old piece of 2x8 on the top is them trying to repair it.
Oh.
But it was wild because when they picked the houses up with the heister, it always creaks and groans and creaked and groaned, and I was like, okay, that's normal. And then we started going forward, and I started hearing more weird noises, and I was like, that doesn't sound right. And then I just heard a bunch of popping noises as I could hear the nails come out, all the nails and lags. It's like, that's not good. And where I was sitting stayed still, and the whole the whole roof in front of me shifted forward.
Oh.
That's terrifying.
You're muted, Jimbo.
I was gonna ask, so you were actually in this when it happened? Did you find religion at that moment in time? Like, oh dear God, please save my dumb ass.
No, but I yelled really loud to stop, and then I told my guy to get the heck out because I had one of my guys in there with me.
Oh, that's scary. Yeah, and I've seen that happen, Qrow. I've been there when it happens. I've been in houses when they fell. Yeah, you wouldn't believe what a house looks like after it falls 4 feet and only half of it falls and the other half stays. That's an interesting experience. It's crazy. So, how about you, Rev? How was your week, man?
I bought a car,
Yay!
so that's good.
What'd you get?
Also, a Subaru Forester
That'll be good in the
Nice.
snow.
is very good. Also, I have come up with a name.
Yay! What?
SCP-013.
What is that?
Now, for anybody that has any idea what the SCP Foundation stuff is, SCP-013 is blue lady cigarettes, essentially. So if you smoke them, you become a blue woman. Not the point. The point is, Subarus tend to leak oil really bad. And while I was driving it, it was smoking a lot. So I named it SCP-013 because it's a cigarette, so then it's smoking. So eventually we get the valve covers and we reseal it, and I'll probably give it another name to it. But
I like it. Is it blue?
no, it is not, sadly.
Oh, okay.
I
You
might
can
paint
paint
it blue. I'm thinking of that.
We can do that. Yeah, we can definitely do that.
Spray
Cool.
paint. Easy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm good with that.
Layer clear coat, call it a day.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's been a series of crazy events over the last week. And then on top of it, I came in here to get my stream up and going and get everything going. Turn on the Galaga game and check it out. Black screen of death. Made a popping sound. I don't know what that is, but yeah. Like, wow, what a day! But we're here.
Well, it sounds electrical. And I think you know an electrician or two.
I do. I do happen to know one person. And the funny thing is, I was dealing with the TV that Qrow gave me, brought over a couple weeks ago.
Say this is
Got
not
a
your
couple
week for
capacitors.
electronics.
Right. And this is like first of the week. Got a couple capacitors for like $8. Not a big deal. Went in, soldered them in. But okay, because they looked nice and bulged. Sat there, watched Ready Player One's like, well, it's working great, all right. And then all of a sudden it makes a pop and smoke comes billowing out of the top. It's like, are you kidding me? What the hell? So, yeah, it's one I'm going to let set aside for today. Maybe I'll look at it next week. Might be safer then.
It's all that EMF disturbance.
It's something, yeah. Something's going on. And, that's kind of what brought up the topic today of, when things are creepy quiet. Because, over the last week or so, even with all the drama, it's been fairly quiet kind of in the world. I mean, we're hearing a lot of noise about the elections, about little things here and there, but there's got to be something going on out there. And things are getting really crazy with these asteroids coming in. So we hear about asteroids, astronauts, what's going on over in the Middle East. We hear pieces, not the whole story. And that's about it. And so it's like, okay, our entire U.S. empire is crumbling beneath us. California's falling in the ocean, but nobody's talking about that. No. We want to talk about the asteroids that are going to hit one of the moons of Saturn instead. What the hell? You guys notice that, or is that just me?
Yeah. But it always seems to be like that, doesn't it?
It does. It is really weird. And then I hear we have invisible mice, and I think that's what Bit Smiley. Sai, you told me about this, and then I got an article the very next day about it. And scientists discover that turns mouse skin transparent.
Ooh.
You guys hear about this? I know, Sai, you have. Tell us about it, buddy.
Yeah, so basically, this was published literally yesterday. If you look at the date on that, I'm pretty sure it says, what, the 5th?
Yep, September 5th.
Yep, so yesterday. But essentially, they've discovered that they can use a tetrazine compound with yellow dye 5 and rub it into the skin of rats. And the more they put in there and rub it in there, it literally turns the skin transparent. And you can see all the organs and everything. And they were thinking about using that for like human medical imaging, but that's going to require some significant testing. There's a lot of safety concerns regarding that because it would take more targeted delivery systems, and it would require a lot more of the compound to turn human skin transparent. It is a reversible process, though. And it typically flushes out of the body within 24 hours. But, they're basically saying we really can't imagine that putting that much of that compound onto their skin is going to be a good thing regardless.
Isn't it like wasn't it like red dye number 5? They said, oh, it's great in candy and everything. Oh, wait, never mind. It gives you cancer. Now they want to use another dye and put large quantities in your body so it can make you transparent. Let's think about this. How safe can that really be? I mean, honestly.
Perfectly fine.
Well, luckily they don't really plan on using it on people, because of that safety concern. But it's still a pretty revolutionary breakthrough. And it's really going to help with being able to do like observations within the animals that they do a lot of the testing on. So that's pretty big.
Oh yeah, I mean that would be really cool if you could actually rub this stuff on. And okay, yeah, we can see your kidneys, your liver, your spleen. Yeah, okay, there's the problem. We see it right there. That would be epic.
Yeah,
Internal bleeding would be a lot easier to identify.
Absolutely.
Some idiot's going to get a bunch of this stuff, rubbing on themselves, and then go and try and rob a bank naked, thinking, "Hey, I'm invisible. It's okay. We're good." What's going to happen, right?
Man,
Show me your kidneys.
We're getting IRL Invisible Man before GTA 6.
Yep, it's going to happen. Yeah, things are just getting scary sketchy. I mean, it's absolutely nuts. And I mean, right now the markets, they're crashing. It's going haywire. We got invisible mice running around. We got astronauts trapped in space. I mean, yet nobody talks about the big things. What's really happening? And so
we've got fungi controlling robots now.
I heard that. Yeah. What's up with that, man?
Yeah, basically, they gave mycelium fungi the ability to interface with electronic controls, right? So they essentially made a receptor for them, and they're able to control it. There's a fungi that they're testing it on, this one fungi that doesn't like a certain kind of light, and so they put it in control of this little tiny spider bot. And then anytime that they would turn on that light, it would jump away from the light. So yeah, we've got mushrooms controlling robots. There is now a slew of this very high-tech, advanced robot that is about to go into mass production. And look at it this way. It is. I want you to consider it as legalized digital slavery, and here's why. Okay, imagine being able to go down to the store, spend 30 grand, and buy a robot capable of doing anything you ask it to. If you say, "I want you to go upstairs and run my load of laundry," it goes and does it. And then you say, "Can you make dinner for me? I'm thinking I want Chinese food," right? As long as the ingredients are there, it'll go and do it because they've integrated GPT into this Android, and now it's going into mass production. So it's going to be widely available very soon.
I read something on that. Is that the? I want to say it was over in Japan. There's like a 5'5" or 5'8" robot that they're talking next year. That soon?
Yeah. And next year there is a drug beginning human trials. You know, and I think I mentioned it once before, like on a previous stream. But there's a drug entering human trials next year that extends the length of the telomeres at the ends of your DNA by 200%. And for those who don't know, the reason why we age, break down, and ultimately die due to old age is because our telomeres get shorter every time our cells replicate. And there's big, significant jumps at the age of 44 and the age of 60, where our bodies enter into accelerated deterioration. They've actually identified the ages that occurs at now. But the breakthroughs that are happening in so many industries right now are literally insane. And it's all coming out like this week, just last week, like bam, bam, bam.
Exactly. And I hear now the the guy with the brain chip is now learning a second language all through that. They're I guess downloading it. Have you heard about that?
I hadn't heard about that one. I know that they're starting a second human trial with Neuralink soon.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just scanning through it. Said something about learning a second language with Neuralink, whatever. Like, wow, cool. Okay, I guess that's it. Just download it. It's like, a lot of movies I've seen this way, they didn't turn out well.
Nope.
So as the younger generation, like Smiley, Qrow, Rev, now, you guys might be able to take advantage of this where, your life expectancy is now 150, 200 years old. What do you guys think about that if they actually get to that advancement level?
I think it'd be the beginning of the end.
What's that?
Look at it this way. Right now, I have a kid, let's say, and I'm gonna live to 200 years old. So I'm gonna have maybe 2 kids, and they're gonna be living for 200 years old, so they can have 2 kids. But the legal age for kids is 18, and I'm gonna be living 200 years old. I have a kid or 2 when I'm 100, and then 80 years passes, and I'm like, shit, I kind of want another kid, so I have another kid. Okay. Then I pass after 200 years or whatever, and now those 3 kids are gonna have 2 or 3 kids of their own, and the population is just gonna expand until it can't sustain a bunch of humans living 200 years old to 200 years old, and then it's just going to start slowly collapsing. It won't be able to handle the population growth, the world.
Okay. What do you think, Qrow?
I was actually going to bring up that same point that Qrow did. If you have, a tub of water, for example, and it's like, okay, I need to take care of my children or something, and I'm going to use Qrow's analogy. You take a cup for you, a cup for your child, and then you drink that. And then they're like, time passes or whatever. The tub stays the same, essentially. And they're like, hey, I need a cup for myself and my child again. And you get to go down the line. And if you're having more children and their people are living longer, then they'll need another cup of water. Eventually, that tub's going to run out. And it's going to run out faster with more people. So yeah, if somebody wants to live to 200, I think that's solid. But if they're living to 200 and having anywhere between, 2 to 7 children, then what are their children going to do? They could have 2 to 7 children as well, and it's just going to be an exponential growth of the population, which would then cause a lot of problems.
Yeah, but what if... Serenity, you're muted.
Okay.
What if it has a reverse effect, though? And we may be living longer, but what if the fertility rate decreases because of it? So it could be a start to an end in the other direction.
Could be. Now, of course, I ask the men first because, as we know, as a man, we can have children up until the day we die, pretty much. We stay capable. Now, women, of course, have a biological clock. And I don't know how all that's going to work. Si, you're going to have to fill us in, buddy. But, I'm really curious, Smiley, how does that make you feel about having a child at 80 or 120 years old? I mean, what does that do to your brain, really?
I don't know. I don't have like an intelligent comment to this. All I can think is I take each day at a time. I don't assume I'm going to live that long. I mean, to me, the thought of living that long is almost unimaginable. So it's not going to change what I'm doing. I'm just going to keep working hard, and I don't ever want to retire. So I'll just keep working hard and living each day as it comes.
I like it. So, and yeah, to me, that's kind of the best way to go. You just kind of go and just have fun with it. So, Si, now we've talked before about, right now our birth rate is dropping drastically. And I know you gave some information on that. If you couple that with the longevity of life, what do you see happening? Do you think that Rev and Qrow are right, that we're just going to, populate the world to extinction? Or, how do you see that happening?
Well, here's the thing. I don't think that this is going to sound a little off the cuff, but I think we're approximately 200 years from our race transitioning to being primarily digital beings.
Ooh, do tell more. Okay, now I'm curious.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
There was a research paper published about a week ago, I think it was. It might have been a little bit longer than that. Regardless, they discovered the mechanism in the brain and how the brain holds and stores your consciousness. So, ironically, the reason why they discovered this is because of advancements they were making in quantum computing. It helped them understand what that would look like, right? If they were to go looking for that sort of marker within the human brain. And what they discovered was that microtubules all across the surface and within the brain comprised of quantum bit state information. is effectively what comprises your consciousness. And they've discovered that very recently that your body holds 14 generations worth of epigenetic memory. And that is what you are born with. That is your base set of instructions, right? And then your brain operates very similar to a quantum computer, but within the microtubules, right? So your brain matter essentially stores and feeds the neuron links that house, think of it like your hard drive, right? But then the computer itself is the information stored in these quantum bit states, right? And these bits arrange themselves into these tiny little tube-like structures. They're very, very small, and there are billions of them all throughout the brain, but that is where your consciousness is stored, meaning your consciousness is quantum entangled particles.
Oh, that's so cool.
You know what the coolest part about that is, Smiley?
What?
Quantum entanglement takes a pair.
Right.
Does it not?
Yes.
So where's the other set?
After we die?
Well, you have to think of it this way. You can use logic to come to a conclusion, and I'm going to walk you through the logic real quick, but here's what we currently know about 3D space, which is essentially the reality we live in, right? It is comprised of an infinite amount of two-dimensional universes, if you will, stacked infinitely in all directions. That is what makes up 3D space. Just like infinite one dimensions all stacked together is how you get a 2D plane, right? It's the building blocks. And these are things that we have discovered through our research into quantum field theory, essentially what makes the universe and what makes particles, right? So, because we now understand that consciousness is a quantum state, we can apply our quantum state rules of what we know and have been able to prove through research at places like CERN, right, on how these particles behave. We can understand, all right, you are a three-dimensional being, right? You are comprised of infinite two-dimensional universes, and those universes stacked together make your three-dimensional structure. Because we know your brain is quantum, right? We can apply those rules and we can understand that logic. Meaning, you are a god of infinite two-dimensional universes, right? That is what that discovery proves. Therefore, our three-dimensional space, the multiverse does exist, because if that is what comprises 3D space, then 3D space must then comprise the next dimension, and there must be infinite numbers of them stacked together with infinite permutations and possibilities, right? That is where your other pairs of that quantum state information is. You are a being, your consciousness, and everything that you are is an infinite amount of three-dimensional universes. So you've got infinite copies of yourself out there. You are eternal, right?
Right.
Now, following that logic, we then know that, okay, so if you're taking care of yourself and your body is in harmony and you are one with your environment, right, and living a healthy life and a positive life, then that the universe is, life must be great there. for all those two-dimensional universes in your body, right? That would make sense logically. Therefore, our universe and everything crazy in it is a direct result of the next dimension up being that we make up, right?
So our chaos is a result of the entity that we are a part of.
Yes. What many religions would refer to as God. Now, just like you had no conscious thought that went into the many infinite two-dimensional universes that make up you, neither does that towards us. But yes, it is something that we are all a part of. We are a small piece of that, right? And everyone's been kind of feeling that answer in their own way and interpreting it into whatever belief system that they have chosen, which is why I'm totally cool with whatever anybody chooses to believe. As long as it's, treat one another with respect and be kind to your environment, and each other, and recognize that everyone is worth just as much as everyone else, because we all are a part of this grand thing, right?
Exactly. And, it makes sense because, when I was young, I always had this feeling that people didn't like my perceptions, and not to get in religion, but, it's one of those, mom wanted me baptized for Mormon. And it's like, okay, so there were parts of it made sense to me, parts of it didn't. Same with every religion out there. But I always had this idea that, we're all a piece of this big cloud somewhere in space or something. And, we come down on this earth, we live it, we experience it, whatever. We take those feelings, emotions, experiences back, and everybody shares it. So we're all part of this giant entity. And it's the only way to actually feel and experience it is kind of buy a ticket to a movie. You can hold a movie or a VHS type in your hand, the whole movie all at once, but the only way to truly experience it is to put it in a player, commit to it, sit down and spend the time to do it. And then, that's when you feel it and that's when you experience it. And I always thought that, it's like we bought a ticket. We're part of this big cloud wherever, which essentially I called that entire entity as God. And so we're all actually a part of God, but we decide to come down on this reality we live in to experience it and then go back and take those experiences back and upload them back into the cloud of God or the ultimate entity or whatever you want to call it. And was always my belief. And people always said I was crazy.
Nah, dude, that's the same sort of thing, essentially, that I've been saying for a while now, right? I've spent 21 years deep research into quantum field theory and understanding that mechanism, because I always wanted to know what makes up everything, what is all of this, that way I could understand my role, because with autism, you do great if you've got a set of instructions, if you know what you're supposed to do, but, it's hard to figure out what the hell it is you're supposed to do out there. But I always knew if I could figure out what this all is, right, I would know what to do.
That makes sense. And yeah, that's one of those feelings. It's kind of like the topic tonight. It's like when it's creepy quiet, what are you supposed to do? And as a autistic person like you, I get scared, man. When things are calm and quiet and peaceful, I get nervous. It's like, okay, something's not okay. I just don't know what it is. So that leads me to our sponsor tonight, guys, by the way, because we're all interconnected out here. And so the simple fact is all of us deal with depression. We deal with problems, bad things happen in life. And so we have to sit with our wagon, as we call it in our household, out of the movie Inside Out. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's a great movie. But the one thing we all know is that there are little things that can make our life a huge amount better. They can remove the clouds. So do me a favor. Go out and check out Project Duck Depression. This is all about trying to pass a little bit of that positivity to other people out there, because we're all in this together. So make no mistake, you may be having a great day, but you have no idea who's having a bad day right behind you. And so I'll put a link in the description down below. I really love it if you guys would check out their Facebook page. These guys are absolutely awesome. And we did it today. Revenant and I, on the way back from getting his car at the gas station, we took little ducks and we put them across the top of the gas pump. Because I guarantee somebody's going to pull up there. They're barely going to scrape by and decide, okay, I got like $5 for gas. That's it. And oh man, my life sucks. I know someone's going to find that duck who needs it and needs that little bit of smile. So definitely get out there. Spread the ducks, spread the word. And remember, you're not in this alone. You're not in this alone. So if you do feel like it and you are worried about either someone you care about or maybe you yourself are fighting that feeling of this is hopeless, man, call somebody because I promise you it's not. So definitely take comfort in the suicide awareness butterfly and call or text 988 because you are not alone in this world. We all deal with tragedy. We all deal with pain. And at any point in time, you'll reach out to any one of us here. Reach out to a professional. But if you're having a great day, man, go spread some little yellow ducks. Make somebody else in this world let them know that they're not alone as well.
I gotta say, Tuesday when I went to work, I was a hot mess. Cried about every half hour. And I had to walk to the other side of the office. It's like a big circle, big rectangle. And so I walked down that way and I found out where a bunch of the little ducks have gone. One of the newer guys, actually on the edge of his cubicle, inside his cubicle window, there is a row of about 20 of the little yellow ducks. And I'm like, now I know where the ducks are. He says, yeah. He says, I really like him. He says, I'm looking for more. Because everybody knows I'm the one that ducks the office. Yeah. And I still have a bunch. I leave a little magnetic thing of them on my cubicle wall. Yeah, I got ducked by my own ducks.
Hey, this last week, you probably needed some ducks.
I did. But yeah, it was kind of cool.
Nice.
And that's definitely a shout out to Rosalind Kier and Cyril Kier because they are the sponsors of Project Duck Depression. And they have always supported all of us here in the family. And I'm blessed to have them with us. But it's one of those, I never realized how easy it was. But at the same time, through my hard times over the last week, I've had my ducks right here, keeping me company every day. And you guys would be surprised just how many times I looked up and looked at those ducks like, thank God somebody cares. Because it's easy to feel hopeless or lost. And yeah, it's like Yvonne said, hey, reach out to him as well. I mean, it's one of those, there's family here for you. So if you're watching this either live or in recording, please think you're not alone. Okay, we're always here for you. We'll help where we can. Even if that's just somebody to sit with you quietly and listen to you cry. Hey, I've been there. I've been doing that over the last week, so I get it. And Sai says they had a run of ducks and asked me for more, so I dropped off 100 of them. Yeah! Rose says, my clients of mood sprinkles. Hershey's Kiss is just empty, so I filled it with ducks. Nice, there you go. I got bent over by a duck. May I remind you? Yabonks, you're going to have to explain that, buddy. I'm not exactly... It sounds wrong in so many ways.
Earlier you say you got bent over by a rooster.
Right. Now it's ducks. Man, you got something... There is something very foul in your life. Waka waka. Yeah. Bad dad joke. Sorry. Everybody here got it? Okay, good. I don't feel like a total nerd. Well, I am, but that's okay. I have a duck right on my computer, and I never put it in my pocket. Yes, good job, BTK. Man, you got to keep the ducks handy. Absolutely. Mr. Michelle, I have an inappropriate joke for AI. Want to hear? Well, of course. Come on, Michelle. We love inappropriate. Man, we're all about that. So what do you guys think as far as the whole concept of being a part of so many different pieces? I mean, do you guys find that hard to wrap your mind around, or do you find comfort in that? What's your experience?
I mean, we're energy beings. And energy in and of itself doesn't stay in a very small place. And so pieces of our energy being everywhere makes sense. and because we absorb other people's energies too. So.
Yep.
Exactly. What about you, Smiley?
I think it's cool.
Are you ready to be downloaded to the Matrix?
Maybe I am the Matrix. I don't know.
Ooh.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, Red, you're off. Sorry.
I was just going to say, technically, yeah. I mean, essentially.
Right. We are. Therefore, yeah. It gets crazy. We could actually melt some brains up here. Yvonne says Smiley's
made out of vibrations that occur down and out and propagate throughout all the dimensions. That's essentially all it is.
We really are the masters of our own destruction.
Well, you know, there's always going to be highs and lows. That's how a wave moves. And you have to look at it as that's how you move through to get to the next, to get to the good, right? That's how a wave flows. It has highs and lows. So just enjoy the ride. Exactly.
And, that's one thing I always have to remember is, I can only feel as good as if I can feel as bad. You can only be as good as you can evil, the yin and yang, the universal balance. And so I'm kind of thankful I'm not at that monotone level where I'm always talking the same and I'm really, really boring, because that would really suck. God, I'm glad I'm not that person.
Well, yeah, with the yin and yang, I believe I sent you the article, didn't I? Where they finally were able to capture an image of a quantum pair of entangled photons.
Yes.
I sent you that article, and the image, if you literally go Google image of quantum entangled photons, guess what pops up? It's a freaking yin and yang.
Mind-blowing. How did we know all this stuff before we could actually see it? Isn't that the weird part?
Oh, because there is nothing new, right? We all understand it at a fundamental level. Everything else is just distraction. That a couple of very bad, powerful people decide they, want to throw in front of us for profit, or want to use us for power and control. It's all it's the yin and the yang. The good, the bad, the negative, the positive.
Exactly. So speaking of negative, positive, we have an inappropriate joke. So if you have children watching, you might want to mute this for a second, but I think it's hysterical. That's just me. So an inappropriate joke from AI. Want to hear it? Yes, of course. So I asked AI why 7 is afraid of 9. It's afraid of 9. Okay. The answer, where'd you go? Because 9 was a 6 offender. That's good. That's good. Okay, you can take the earplugs out now. That was good, Michelle. I like that. Okay.
That comment made me laugh. Mute us, okay? Now I'm gonna tell you when I'm done being. You can unmute yourself.
That's a good point. Didn't make any damn sense, did it? This is what happens when I get left unsupervised, see? And I'm supervised by 5 of you, and you still let me do it. Thanks, guys. It's okay. There you go.
Don't you even start with me.
Okay, so I got to tell you the story behind that. So when we worked at Nashville, we had one guy who was Hispanic, spoke almost no English at all. And, of course, myself and the other supervisor who were teaching electrical, we don't speak Spanish at all. Literally. I speak gibberish, profanity, and bad English. That's not a good day. And so anytime we gave him directions, real nice guy, young kid, and he always tried, but he would always go, okay! And then he would go over and he'd screw it up. It's like, seriously? What the hell, man? It's like, do it this way. Okay! So yeah, that's a running joke I always torment poor Qrow with.
So he's still on my crew.
Is he getting any better?
What do you think?
Nope, never mind. I know better.
Did I ever tell you guys about the me learning the Spanish word for bags. Ever tell you that joke?
Uh-uh.
I did? You don't remember. I'll tell you later. You're muted.
I probably forgot. I've got like a memory of like, I don't know, like 3.6 seconds and it's gone.
Well, it's a good story, so, I'll tell it to you again and then you'll
Yeah.
laugh at it.
Okay.
But I don't want to retell everyone who already remembers it.
Oh, I thought you were going to retell it. Okay, fine, never mind. So Smiley, Bonk's asking, when are you going to get on camera?
I don't know. Someday, probably. I haven't decided yet.
Fair enough. Keep the mystery. That just makes it fun.
There you go.
I like it. Yes, photons are massless, essentially energy particles. Wow, we are still on the sci-fi Trek thing. I love it. And Smiley is not docs. No. Wow, crazy. So, I was going to ask something and I forgot what it was. I don't know. What was it?
Sorry,
Hey,
we're
Qrow.
not on the same wavelength tonight.
Yeah, my forehead itches, Qrow. Yeah.
So's mine.
Okay, good.
Hey, I got some. Da, 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 da.
Shut up. Okay, so who's got something new and exciting maybe we haven't heard about?
I have cats with hats.
I read that book.
I have cats. Hold on. Sorry, my fingers are full. And I'm working on hats for the cats.
Oh, how cute!
So we're gonna have
And
a cat.
he's got like 22 different hats.
Aw.
So throughout the year you can change hats.
Oh, I love that. That's a really great idea. A
So-
seasonal hat.
It is. It's really cute. I bought all 27 patterns.
Wow.
Just because they're so stinking cute and I really need cute right now. I mean, I bought these like a month ago, but I'm at the I need to do something just cute and just for me. And so yeah, I finished the little cat and now I'm working on his first hat, and I asked for some input from a friend and she wanted a Halloween hat. The witchy
Oh,
hat.
that's a great idea. Yeah.
And then there's a candy corn. So I'm doing a
Oh.
purple sparkly witch's hat.
That's great.
So
I love it.
I needed something cute. I needed this for me. So
Right.
Nothing wrong with that. And
yeah.
by the way, guys, if you don't already know, of course, Wild Angel operates Dreaming Dragon Creations. So if there's anything you want, whether it's a platypus or Oompa Loompa or whatever, if you can think it up, she can probably make it. So if you want to find out how to get a hold of her, jump to the Down Home Crypto Discord and send her DM and ask her, hey, this is what I want. What do you got? She's come up with some crazy things out there.
Yep. For Alex, I don't know if he got to see Henry completed. I did a Henry the Pig for Karma Farms for a raffle, and I did a Gimli the Goat as well. So yeah.
Exactly. Now, by the way, that brings me to our second sponsor tonight, guys, is Karma Farm Sanctuary. Now, this is one place, as with you, Bonks and Kelly, absolutely great. They run this down in Florida, and it's a great, worthwhile cause. Animals who've gone some horrific trauma, like we talked before, they can't understand the quantum reality. They don't understand why they're trapped in the hell they are. But Alex and Kelly have always gone out, rescued these animals, and give them a forever home. So definitely check out Karma Farm Sanctuary, because they are doing some great things in the world. And I will put a link in the description down below. Go check them out, say hi, give them some loving. And just like my famous ducks, I also keep there we go. So my other inspirational course right there is Karma Farms. So I keep Project Duck Depression and Karma Farms close to my heart and always here in the studio to give them a shout out, because they're always doing great things out there. So go
And they
check them
go
out.
with me everywhere on my water bottle.
There you go. So look at all the positivity we got coming out tonight, short of the crazy mental thing that we're all part of. We are God. Hey, does that mean that I don't have a God complex anymore and I can tell my strength that they were wrong?
I remember
So
there was one day we were all playing Fortnite. It was me, Serenity, I think Rev, and somebody else. We're all playing, and me and Serenity got in this vehicle, and we're going away from everyone. We're in no man's land. And we're going, and someone said, "God?" And me and Serenity went, "Yes." And then this other guy started shooting at us, and I always remember this. Serenity goes, "Do you know who you're messing with? We are God."
Yep. Exactly, yeah. Whenever someone says, "Oh God," it's like, "Yes, you called? What? What can I help you with?" It's just gotta have fun in life.
Well, yeah.
That stuck with me. That made me laugh. You know who you're messing with? We are God.
Go ahead, Smiley.
I was just gonna say something dumb. I was just gonna say I didn't know that God was two guys in Idaho.
Well, when you think about it, when you live in a healthy lifestyle and you try to be positive and everything like that, and just kind of go along for the ride, essentially. As long as you're being healthy with your body and living in tune with it, right, then you're giving positive life to all those two-dimensional universes within you, right? So you do have essentially the power of a god over the two-dimensional universe, just like the next dimension above us has that, power, whether you do it subconsciously, whether you do it consciously, right?
Okay, I just had a flashback to the MIB.
You too? I thought it was just me.
He opens the locker, and there's all these little things in the locker, but then something bigger opens the locker. That they're in. I just had total MIB flashback.
Yep,
Can we
exactly.
Take away Cyril's books, please. He's starting to scare me.
Now, this is fun.
What?
Your books, your information, your knowledge stuff.
I don't have really any books. I have the Ender's Game series, and I have a couple Clive Cussler novels. But yeah, no, mostly I just read the new research papers that get published. That's pretty much all I do.
Ooh.
And so yeah.
Oh, Rose,
I'm
Sai,
scared.
I'm going to be sending you a picture. I found a pattern for some really kick-ass angry bees. Rose has to have some. Has to.
Gotta have them.
She just does.
And Michelle says that real genius movie. Yes, I love that. So, Michelle, you may not know this, but that is my favorite comedy on the planet because it's an intellectual. You got to be smart and thinking about it because it's so quick and so witty. Anybody here not seen Real Genius?
I haven't.
Really?
You'll have to refresh my memory.
Val Kilmer, where he is at the brilliant kid, and then it has the other 15-year-old kid who goes to this college.
Okay, got it. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, that's when I went to college.
There you go.
Cool.
Perfect. You'll love it then.
Yeah.
It's got a
It
bunch-
is a good movie. I just needed a refresher.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
It's got a bunch of great one-liners I love. There's one scene he walks in there and it's like Ken puts his name on his license plate, and one of the other guys says, "Yeah, my mom does the same with my underwear." And then Val Kilmer walks in and says, "Your mom puts license plates in your underwear? How do you sit?" And he turns and walks away. Like, wait, what? What the hell just went down? Weird shit where it just twists. Like, okay, that was good. I like that.
A lot
So
of dad
that-
jokes, huh?
It's not a dad. Is that a dad joke? I don't know. I gotta ask myself. It's taking the normal and twisting it around just to obscurity and go, wait, what did he just say? Yeah. Strange things. And love Ender's Game. I haven't read the books. I've watched the movie. I've heard the books are better. Are they better?
Oh my god, yes.
Okay.
I've read the books.
Dude, by the third one, you'll actually be able to understand what traversing through the fourth dimension would be like. He's got a great way of easing his readers into it over the course of his books, right? So there's like freaking 12 of them, I think. I've read the first 4. I'm working my way through, but I'm missing like 2 of the books. So,
I
but
want
I,
to say they did that thing like after like the 5th or 6th book, they changed main characters or something like that. I remember.
yeah, and that's why like I was kind of taking my time, before really worrying about progressing.
There's this epic book series called the Xanth novels. Oh, who writes them? Who writes those?
Piers
Anthony? Yes, because he did the Incarnations of Immortality. Another
I've read
good series.
every one of them.
Yeah, Incarnations of Immortality. If you haven't read that by Piers Anthony, it's an amazing book series. It's about different entities like death, time, good, evil, war, and that these are incarnations of immortality. And the first one, On a Pale Horse, is about this guy becoming death. Yep. And
that sounds like a shitty job.
It is a shitty job. He hates his job. But it's such an emotional, great book. But anyway, in the Xanth novels, there's how many Xanth books?
There's an entire bookshelf of Xanth books.
Yeah. 1 second, Boo, in it. I think he's still writing them. 47 published novels.
Oh,
Wow.
Damn.
He's still coming out with them. But after like the 2nd or 3rd book, he changes main characters. So it's the same world, but he just keeps changing
Wow.
what's going on.
That's clever.
That's crazy. How long has he been writing these things? They're like real books, right? Not like paperbacks or little
No,
comic
they're
books or
like
something.
they're like that big.
Okay.
They're not like my Game of Thrones books. They're not, that thick. They're normal book size.
Still, that's a lot of damn books.
It is. There's an entire
Impressive.
bookshelf full.
But yeah, again, highly recommend the Incarnations of Immortality by Piers Anthony.
Thanks.
And Mission Michelle says Dune. Ah. So, Qrow, I know you're a big Dune fan. You saw the latest one, right? How was that?
Ugh.
It was good. It was real good. The ending was kind of weird. Not gonna say anything else besides that, but for me it was kind of weird. I haven't read the books, but I mean they were great watches in my opinion.
Okay. Anybody else big Dune fans around here?
I love the original Dune. Was not a fan of the newer ones.
Fair enough. Good to know. I never got into the Dune. I don't know. Maybe it's just too much of it's the family drama thing, I think. I've never been into that concept.
But then again, I don't like a lot of remakes. It's rare that I like a remake, so.
Got it. Okay, so Sai, let's see. Read the CID classified documents on addition to recent published research papers across a bunch of interconnected categories of science. Okay, fill us in, Sai. Where are you getting all this major voodoo magic stuff?
No, I was just I was adding to an earlier conversation that we were having up here when he was talking about taking away my books. Remember, and I said that I just read the recently published research papers. I wanted to add that I also read the CIA declassified documents. It's great. Like, you don't even have to bother reading fiction, right? Like, if that was the genre, you just read the CIA declassified documents, and it's even better because it's real, and like you feel like you're a conspiracy nut while you're reading this, and you're like, but this was from freaking CIA published declassified documents. It's not like conspiracy. They're saying that yes, this happened, or yes, we researched this and discovered this and found this out. Like, wild stuff. But anyway.
So I'm curious, what is the most mind-blowing thing that you've read in some of those declassified things that you just went, oh my god, there's no way in hell?
Well, I'd say there's probably like 2 things. The one is that they had uncovered some Russian research documents that had spent a lot of time and money and had great results in implanting suggestions and commands in people's brains using very quick, like hyper frequency flashes of blue light, right? Because it's essentially sending a signal pulse command, which that's how our brains work, right? Like the quantum state computers. And light, when it's sent in through the eyes, if it's sent, so you ever look out at night while you're driving and squint your eyes and the lights get those star effects,
Yeah.
right? That you are literally witnessing quantum mechanics occurring when that happens, because the light transforms back into the wave pattern instead of as a single particle when it hits your the back of your retina, right? And so your brain is able to see light as a wave, and that's why it becomes that star. Wild, right?
Yeah.
So they're using a very fast version of that in blue light to implant commands and suggestions in people.
So, have they been doing this like in regular media, or is this like closed science experiments, or do we know?
Well, the CIA didn't declassify their follow-up research into it yet, so who knows? I'm sure somebody, somewhere, outside
We'll
of
never know.
our pay grade.
Exactly. Makes you
Well,
wonder. It's
for-
like, that explains a lot about why certain people got elected or certain laws passed. Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Well, for decades, they've been doing subliminal advertising. That's why, like at the movie theater, you're good. You're watching previews and everything. They actually had seen it, have tracked it to where there's little micro blips of popcorn and drinks and things like that. Yeah, it's called subliminal advertising, and that's why everybody, like during commercials, will all of a sudden get up and go get munchies.
Yep.
It's actually
Okay.
illegal, but they still do it.
Of course they do.
But yeah, arts on regular TV, you see it. And
I wonder why
just for the
everybody's watching
record,
Survivor. It didn't make any sense. Now I know.
my vision fractals anytime I see light at night. I can even be here in the
Same.
house and my vision fractals.
That's because you probably have an astigmatism just like I do, because that's why it does it for me.
Yeah, I do have a little bit of one in one eye.
Yep, same. It's my left eye.
Yeah.
I forget which one's mine then.
Turn off the lights and find out.
Yeah, it's to
So-
the point where if we go anywhere at night, Serenity usually has to drive.
Mhm.
Because I can't deal with the light.
Okay, so I'm curious, if you guys can see those light steps, that mean you're like one step closer to that evolution or the ascension or whatever it is, or and I'm just like left behind because I don't see it as often.
Well, looping it back to that very off-the-cuff statement that I made earlier about humans becoming digital beings in 200 years or so is partly because of that, right? Think about it.
My brain hurts already. Okay. And Rose's left eye. I just got contact first time since I was 13. All right, congrats, Rose. So it's always the left eye. It reminds me out of something out of How to Train Your Dragons. It always still the left shoe. Why is that? Yeah, same thing.
That would be Stitch.
They steal
Yeah.
your socks, but only the left ones. What's with that?
Yeah, that one. That's the one. Yes, BTK, they so suck. Okay. And congrats, Rose. Happy for you. Absolutely. Now, of course, sometimes we talk about the future so much, we have to go back into the past or the present or into another world to find out what's really going on. Now, that brings us to this moment in time where we got to find out what happened with the dragons. You guys ready for some dragon time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
After Nom Nom.
Huh?
After Nom Nom.
Who's Num Num?
Nom nom is food.
Got it. Okay. Now we eat food. Maybe we are the food. I don't know. We'll have to ask Qrow. Qrow, do we end up being the food? How does that work, my man?
All right, so quick recap. Everybody got on their dragons. You guys ended up picking up not a stowaway, but like an extra party member. Sadly, Alpha Cruz's character is missing, got abducted by the Magic Society, so to say.
Yeah, they took him hostage. What was with that? Did we ever find out?
Nope. You guys ended up getting your dragons with your so-called extra party member, flew to Idaho, made camp in Idaho, just outside town, probably like maybe a day's journey away. And then your extra party member mysteriously died by some kind of slime ooze creature.
Yeah, that sucked.
Oh, yeah.
That is where we left off.
Awesome, man. Rose says yes.
Oh yeah,
Almost
that's where Tagalong died, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. That's kind of awkward because I see him sitting down there and
Maybe he's not dead.
He's taken on another plane of existence.
Withers. Where's Withers?
That's gonna be interesting. I don't know.
So-
I guess Qrow's gonna have to let us know what's going down, brother.
It's the middle of the night. You all woke up from screaming and no, it wasn't the middle of the night. It was just happened to be daytime. It's my bad. And now you got this corpse on the ground, and he's all shriveled up, and he's kind of looking at Duel's character over here, like, help me. But there's no life in his eyes. What do you guys do?
Does anybody have a spell or magic or anything?
Hold on, I'm pulling up
Okay.
my sheet real quick to check my spells.
I'd check for a pulse, see if he's got one, start CPR, start something, as long as I'm not going to get eaten by the black ooze.
The black ooze is gone. It went back under the ground.
Is it? Okay, good. I don't want to get eaten by that shit. That was bad.
So, you think he's still alive.
Good.
You think you feel a pulse, and you're giving him CPR, mouth to mouth, the works, and you're sitting there, and after probably like the second push with your strength, his whole chest cavity just caves in.
My bad. Sorry.
Aw.
I broke it.
Wait, but
Sorry.
you don't stop. You think you're helping him.
Duel, stop!
Okay. Sorry. I'll be good.
We don't need him to turn into a puddle of goo.
That's what got him here.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything that can help with that.
Yeah, me either.
I just want to hold his hand. I feel so bad for him.
You definitely can do that. You can hold his hand.
Okay, I pick up and hold his hand.
You pick up and hold his hand, and it's just cold. Cold as
Oh.
ice. It's shriveled up, and
Oh.
it's gross.
So wait, he's shriveled up like he's dehydrated? Can we give him some water or something?
Not just like dehydrated, like that's.
Oh.
It's a little more than that. It's like a loss of more than just the water in his body.
Oh, okay.
Desiccated.
He's
Is what it is.
he's gone.
Oh.
Sorry,
Oh.
Duel.
You
But we just
tried.
met him. We can't kill him. But I think there's still a pulse.
No. No.
There's no pulse. Okay, he's gone.
He's well gone.
Okay,
Oh.
well,
So you all are
Let's see.
sitting here around this corpse, and you guys are talking about it. Duel is still checking for a pulse, going, I swear to God, I can feel it. And then, off in the distance, you hear this blood-curdling scream.
Oh.
I think we need to check that out.
Yeah, let's go see what that was.
Well, we can't just leave his body there. We're just gonna leave him?
We'll come back.
Okay.
Yeah, all of our shit's here.
Well, should somebody watch our
We
you know
haven't
what?
packed it. We haven't packed a camp. Yeah, somebody probably should.
I'll watch it.
Okay. All right. Duel. Let's go.
Let's do it. Okay, we're out of here.
So it's just the two of you going to check out this blood curdling scream?
Um,
I'm
I
going.
thought you. Yeah, you're coming too, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so Smiley's the one staying then, or is she going too?
No, I'm
She's staying.
staying.
Okay. So the three of you start heading towards the scream, and you guys start to get kind of close, and then you hear the scream, and then you notice you're off the course a little bit, so you change, and you get up to this field with a lone tree in the center. It's a pretty decent sized tree, and around the tree are about 4 or 5 of these slime-looking creature things. And up in the tree is a... 1 second. Go ahead and get the names.
Just for reference, I brought my bow with me.
Ooh.
Is a human inside this tree. Just screaming.
Inside the tree?
Corner guy down here.
Oh, thank God someone's here. Please help me.
Yeah, don't touch it. Bad things happen.
I would like to. First off, I want to cast Featherfall on the guy.
What's the range on that spell?
60 feet. How far away are we?
Probably about 60 feet.
Okay, so I'll cast Featherfall on him.
Okay.
And then I would also like to cast Fireball. Firebolt.
I would say fireball. Wait, hold up.
Firebolt at the slimes at the base of the tree.
Okay, so you cast firebolt.
Yes. At the one closest to me.
Okay, so you cast firebolt. The firebolt rings true. It's going towards one of the slime closest to you. It gets probably that far away from the slime, and then you see your spell just start to get absorbed, and the slime gets bigger.
Oh.
Well,
You know,
good
my
job
last
on that
person
one. You
was-
made him bigger.
That didn't work.
You fit him. Great.
What the heck?
How high up is this dude in the tree?
He's probably 25 to 30 feet up in this tree.
If y'all are just gonna stand there, then go. I really need some help here.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any rope?
See, do I have my pack with my rope in it?
No, it's back at the camp, isn't it?
Damn it.
That's why I thought
I
I'd
was-
ask, because I could always tie it to a arrow and
Right.
Shoot it
Make a
at
zip
him.
line.
yeah.
Okay, let me book it back to camp real quick. How far is it to camp?
It's a good 3-4 minutes away.
Okay. Let me hoof it. You guys keep an eye on him. I'm gonna run straight back to camp, grab the rope, anything else I need while I'm there.
Grab my pack.
Got it. Okay. I'm gonna book it back to camp, grab her pack and my pile of rope. She's gonna have her arrow. We're gonna need something to slide down with. Do we have a handle of a pot or something that we can throw up to the person to use to slide down with?
Yes,
Bro.
you guys have some type
Yeah.
of cooking pot or something. You
Okay.
guys have to
I'll
have
grab something
to
for a
cook
handle
with.
too. So use the bow, the arrow, the rope, make a zip line. Should be able to get him free and clear. Sound good?
Works for me. Hustle.
Right.
So you leave, and as soon as you start hoofing it, everyone who's still remaining at the tree sees that bigger slime ooze into the ground.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna cast whisper or message.
Okay.
And tell Duel to watch out. Slime is on the move.
Are you serious? Like I don't have enough problems. Go get the shit, run back and forth. Now I gotta duck slime? Thanks, guys. Okay. Now I'm looking out for slime, running in. Smiley, slime! Smiley, slime!
You haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, I'm gonna start yelling anyway.
Yeah, you have a 3-minute journey. So for those 3 minutes, does anyone do anything while they're at the tree? You're all just waiting there.
Well, I'm just looking to see if I can ascertain anything about the slimes. I try tossing a rock at them, to see what the rock does. But other than that, like, what can I do? What?
Okay, so
I'm just gonna wait.
you throw a rock at it, and it doesn't hit it close. And about maybe 30-40 seconds goes by after you throw your rock. And then you feel something kind of rumbling underneath your feet.
Oh,
And-
can I jump away?
Yep, I'm gonna roll for that right now. Should be...
Athletics. Let's go.
He's a springy elf.
Come on, fine. Do it this way. You're able to duck out of the way as the slime surfaces where you were standing.
Okay.
This is intelligent ooze.
And then that is initiative.
That is what?
That is initiative.
Oh, so it's attacking me?
Correct. That was the surprise round.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So I know magic doesn't work because it makes it larger. So, I guess I would. Let's see. Do I have? Let me see. Sorry, I couldn't remember if I had a bow or not, but I didn't.
Okay.
What do you
So,
need?
can I try moving back a little bit?
One
Or would
second, it's
that?
not your turn.
Oh, it's not my turn.
No, first person on the list is Kree. So what do you do, Kree? You're up in this tree. You got about 3 slimes in front of you. And you see this bigger slime about 60 feet away from you.
Good question. I'm going to throw a javelin down toward the slimes surrounding the tree.
Okay. So... you kind of aim over it, throw this javelin, goes, slays true, and pierces the slime. Dealing... I'm just gonna roll it up on my dice. Okay. So now it's the slime's turn. So all the slimes are still trying to get up there around you, Rev. And then Cyril, the slime that's closest to you, is going to try to attack you.
Oh, I guess that would trigger save roll, right?
No.
No.
Your save roll when it attacks you is your armor class. So that's you trying to get out of the way, dodging your armor. That's all calculated into your armor class. So if it hits your armor class, then it hits you.
Gotcha.
And it misses you.
Miss.
So next on the list is going to be... Cyril. It is you, good sir.
Okay, well, See, I'm used to I guess Baldur's Gate 3 where I get to like know if an attack did damage. So I'm not really, and that kind of helps me know what the heck it is I'm supposed to do.
Right.
And you said that the slime was pierced by the spear,
Correct.
but you didn't say if it did damage.
Correct.
I'm not sure what to do. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Maybe. I guess I'm going to go ahead and cast Mage Armor on myself and move away.
Okay. So you
And
cast Mage Armor yourself, and then you, as your action, then you move away.
And
Alright,
then
so where do you move away to? Are you just going back further into the tree line? Or are you heading towards the field? Or you just, where are you moving to?
I'm trying to lead it away from the tree, right? Trying to take it further back into the woods, but away from the camp.
Okay.
I'm just kind of running.
Okay, so you move your 30 feet. It is now Serenity's turn, and you're running. You don't even know what's going on behind you. You're just going. And you're muted.
Have I made it to camp yet?
Nope, you still have about 1 more minute after this.
Okay. So I'm still screaming. Slime's on the move. Letting Smiley know. Letting Selena know, hey, slime. And I'm booking. Basically, I have no idea. So I just, pour on the coals and just keep going.
Smiling at camp, everything seems calm. You're kind of sitting there. The screaming stopped, thankfully. So infer what your character would infer with that, but you're kind of just watching the stuff, making sure everything's good.
Right,
Now,
and
question-
I'm in a hammock, right? Because I am not going to sit on the ground.
Correct.
Okay, good.
Now, question: if she could hear the screaming from camp from the guy in the tree, she should be able to hear me screaming. That
point.
Slime's on the move, so she should be aware of that.
Correct.
Okay.
So right around this point, you probably do hear Duel's character just screaming, "Slime's on the move!" That's probably another reason she's in the hammock, actually.
Yes.
I would be.
All right. It is now Wild Angel's turn.
Where am I in relation to the slime and the
slime?
tree?
The tree's to your right, about 60 feet, and the slime is pretty close to you, but it's basically if I had a back, it'd be turned to you because it's facing towards Cyril. It's that's the way it was attacking.
Can I ask something? So we don't know if it was hurt by the javelin. We just know the javelin, is sticking out of it or went through it?
It went through it. Pierced it.
Oh. So it went all the way through?
Yep.
Okay.
Try slashing. Slash,
Oh, and he's not back with my pack yet. Damn it.
Yeah,
Oh, because, man, I got stuff that would
dice
maybe
them up
work.
like Jello.
You what?
Gelatinous cubes.
Right. All I brought was my bow. I grabbed my bow. All of my other stuff is back there and will be en route. I'm going to, if I move, it might create an attack of opportunity. Does the ooze appear to know I am there?
It's hard to tell. It has no eyes.
Right, but is it making any motion towards me?
No, it has not.
Okay. I'm going to take a few very sneaky steps backwards.
Okay. So you disengage.
Yeah, just to give me some distance. And
Is that all?
I'm going to wait.
Okay.
I've got stuff coming. I know this. I'm just waiting for Duel.
Okay.
I will have fire.
I want to. Well, I guess it's not my turn. Never mind.
Nope. It is Revenant's turn. What are you doing, Rev?
I'm gonna throw another spear at the slime.
Excuse me.
How many spears you got up in that tree with you?
How did you climb the tree with all
Enough.
the spears?
I think you got 3. So
Wow.
there's 2 more left.
Ah, Isaiah.
I have 5 actually.
Is it 5?
I have 5.
That's impressive.
total. I threw 1 already, so I have 4 left.
Okay. So you throw one. And you aim over it and you swing it down and it goes right through it.
So wait, can I ask more questions? Because I'm still confused. The ooze is on the ground. Does the spear go down from the top to the ground?
Yes. So he's above it like this.
Right.
The ooze is like this, and he's throwing it straight down, and it's going all the way through it into the ground.
But
So-
the ooze is taller than the spear, so we can't see the spear sticking out of the ooze?
No,
or does
you
the
can.
spear... Oh,
It's-
okay.
It's right into the ground, so it's literally, the spear is running right through it. So if this
And
is
is
the slime, the spear is like this.
Is it holding the slime to that spot?
You don't know. It doesn't look like it. They keep trying to climb the tree.
So that slime is moving with 2 spears stuck in it.
Correct.
So the spears aren't like falling through the slime, they're stuck in it and moving with the slime?
They're stuck in the ground.
They're stuck in the ground, so as the slime moves, it leaves them behind?
Correct.
Oh, okay, okay. I was totally thinking this was like a non-Newtonian fluid or something. Okay, never mind.
Oh, what?
1924.
Like oobleck, you know, where if you hit it really hard, it's firm, but if you kind of just squeeze it slowly, it oozes through your hands.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to make you some later, Cap.
Okay, fair enough. Because yeah, just totally lost me.
Sorry.
Oh.
It's like
Slime's
silly
turn.
puzzle.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Thank you. I'm like, what?
The slimes are trying to climb the tree again, and like I just explained, the one that you stuck twice just kind of moves away from the spears and still trying to. And they get probably partially up the tree, and they kind of roll off, and then they kind of track up the tree, and then they roll off. Cyril, the one that attacked you earlier, it kind of shimmies towards you very slowly, and it's going to attempt to attack you.
Okay.
It misses.
Yeah.
Ah, you swallowed shit.
And it is now your turn, Cyril.
Okay, so I want to kind of loop around and head back towards the tree, right? And how close do I get? Probably not very.
You never really left the tree because you can't move that far. You can only move 30 feet.
That's right. That's right.
So you
Okay.
moved a little further back. It came back up towards you. So if you wanted to loop around, you can. But the only difference is you're going to be 25 feet away from the party.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't like run too far. I just kind of move back a bit, and then I want to go ahead and cast grease behind me.
Okay? So you move another 30 feet and cast grease.
Well, I can cast grease 60. Excuse me. Up to 60 feet. I want to cast it. I want to
Hold
cast it
You
about.
can't cast grease.
Why not?
Because you cast mage armor and you cast featherfall. That's both your first level slots.
Let me see. Oh,
Very first thing you do when you got to that field is you cast featherfall on the guy in the tree. And then you cast mage armor on yourself.
oh yeah, that's right. So I am out of spell slots.
For first level, you still have your cantrips.
Right. Okay, so crap. Let me real quick see if I have something flammable that I want to throw out of my backpack. Give me a second.
You grabbed your backpack?
Well, oh no, not my backpack. Wait, what do I have active at the moment? Let me check.
His satchel pouch.
Fanny pack.
Fanny pack. Gotta get that dad fanny pack somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, the component pouch. Oh crap.
You can say you have a component pouch on you. That's something that probably doesn't really leave your side all that much.
Right, but I realized that I did not move anything out of my backpack into my component pouch. So, that's empty. But I'm going to go ahead and at the ground behind me, do I spy anything remotely flammable?
Trees.
That might. Okay. Just on the ground.
I mean, you're in a forest, and then you hit into a tree line, and there's a field, and then in the center of that field is the tree where Tree is currently at. So, I mean, you're surrounded by trees. The only part that's not is the field where the lone tree's standing.
Okay. All right. And I'm not in the forest at the moment, am I? I'm in that clearing.
No, you're in the forest, unless you went
Oh,
towards
sweet.
the
Okay.
other three slimes. You said you were
Perfect.
heading from all the slimes and from camp.
Perfect. Yes, that's what I was trying to do. Awesome. So I would like to go ahead and at position, make sure that my position there are like some trees and whatnot in between like me and the slime.
Okay.
And I want to cast my firebolt cantrip at the trees.
Okay. So you cast at the trees. I mean, you hit them. And now there's a tree on fire.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
I am happy. That is my turn.
Awesome. It is now Serenity's turn. And at this part of your turn, the very end of your sprint jog run, you reach camp. That's the end of your
Okay.
turn.
Awesome. So this is where I grab the rope. I grab my axes, whatever I got. Grab Wild Angel's pack.
Next turn, you'll be able to do that. You literally just reached the camp at the end of your turn.
Damn, I run slow. Okay.
You could like use an action, or if you have a cantrip, or if you know a shout or something like that or whatnot, you could use that. But you're out of movement.
Yeah.
You just have action available.
Okay. Now that's pretty much it. Next thing is just pick everything up on my next one.
Yep. So it's now Lynn's turn.
I'm kind of stuck waiting for Duel.
Yep.
And watching the slime.
And
Well,
the
now there's a
forest
tree
burned
on
down.
fire.
What?
Now
Oh
there's a tree
yeah,
on
there
fire.
is the fire now. Yeah. Oy. Yeah, I'm on hold.
Back to Rev. What do you do?
I'm gonna huck another javelin.
Okay. Huck another javelin. Sticks right through it. Yeah, I imagine you're aiming at the same slime, right?
Yes, indeed.
Corrosive.
Pincushion.
Pink. Slime's turn. They all kind of try to get up the tree. 3 on UH. And then the one after Cyril just kind of nah. It kind of goes right by that fire that you started with that from that tree. Comes right up to you and it's going to attempt to attack you. Missing.
Can't touch this.
I'm gonna laugh when it hits you. It's gonna hurt.
Well, that's why I'm doing my best to not get hit, man. I've got a plan. Just wait.
Serenity, is your turn. Oh no, my bad.
Okay.
Cyril.
No, Cyril's.
Okay, so here's the thing. high. So that tree that I set on fire right behind me, right?
Correct.
I will use my cantrip Control Flames to extend the fire like a flamethrower.
I only see these 2 cantrips prepared.
What do you mean? They have to be prepared?
Yeah.
Oh. It just says casting time 1 action.
Hey, we can send it. I mean, I don't want to spend time looking into the books and making sure, but you can cast Control Flames. But I'm pretty sure at the start of every day you have to select a certain amount of spells to prepare them. But you cast Control Flames.
I just wasn't sure because at the top it says cast at will.
I could be wrong. Maybe you got cantrips, but let's not delve into that. You cast it. So what are you doing with Control Flames?
I'm trying to use it like a flamethrower to attack the slime that's now between me and the tree.
So you're expanding it that 5 feet, trying to hit it?
Yes.
Okay, so you expand that 5 feet, it whooshes over the slime, the slime just kind of sits there, looking at you.
Looking? It doesn't have any eyes.
Yeah, it
Not on the
doesn't,
drawing I'm
but
making.
it seems to, because it keeps going after 10, I feel like he's just going after him every time.
Okay. Well, then I guess I just want to use my movement for this turn.
Okay.
And attempt to put some distance again between me and the slime.
Okay, so you go your 30 feet. And Serenity, it's now your turn.
Okay, so I am first going to tell Smiley, okay, forget the body, grab your bag, grab your shit. I'm grabbing Wild Angel stuff, her pack, I'm grabbing my axes, and come on, Smiley, we gotta go. We gotta take all the spec, we got somebody trapped in a tree, and we start booking it back to camp. Wow.
And the cookie
Okay.
pot.
And the cookie, something for a handle, yeah, something to make a handle out of. Cooking pot, something.
Okay. And you grab everything up, and then you move 30 feet. Smiley, since he had to use an action to gather stuff to move, you can run past him if you so choose to.
Okay. Yeah, of course. They need me. I'll go.
Okay, so you move your 60, Serenity, you move 30.
Okay.
I'm slow, it's
And-
okay.
Well, you gave me Kira's pack, right? So I'll get there first with the pack.
Yeah, okay, that works. Do this one. Do this. I love it. Okay. Lynn, it's now your turn. What you doing?
How
Still
close am I
waiting?
to the burning tree?
The burning tree, you're probably 60 feet from.
I'm gonna move towards the burning tree.
You gonna reach the burning tree or just get towards it?
I want to get to the burning tree.
So you get to the burning tree, and that is the end of your turn.
Yep.
Okay. Revenant, it's now your turn.
I'm gonna throw another spear. I got 2 more of these left.
Yeet.
Do-do-do.
Either it dies or it's gonna be a fucking porcupine.
Dude, it's right underneath you. How did you miss?
It's worse than that. He critically failed.
What?
Oh,
Who do you stab? Himself?
Did you fall out of the tree? You
Keep in mind though, if I did, you did cast feather falling off me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
What's
you
Featherfall?
slip out of the tree, and by the grace of the gods of Featherfall, you catch onto a limb, and now you're dangling there.
Good to know.
And your spear falls, obviously. You overcommitted, and then you fell, and then you kind of floated there, and you were able to catch yourself on a limb. But now you're kind of away from the main body of the tree. That makes sense.
Gotcha.
Okay. That is your turn. Slimes, they see you do that, and they're starting to, like, jump. Trying to get to you. They can't reach that high, but they're excited now. These little
See,
slimes
aren't you glad I cast Featherfall?
Good, debatable.
Now, slimes are gonna try. The slime is gonna try to attack you, Cyril. And he misses.
Can't touch it.
I'm waiting for you to get hit.
Cyril, it is now your turn.
Alright, so. Hold on, I'm visualizing real quick the scene before me. Alright, let's see. I will once again cast Firebolt, but I'm gonna do it at the oh crap. No, hold on. Sorry. Nope, I don't have a bow, and I don't want to do that. So, and we're not really sure what to do, guys. I almost should one of us consider maybe like. Well, no, never mind. We'll wait for.
I've got an idea when it's my turn.
Okay. I'm just trying to get away from this thing right now.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm just going to keep casting Firebolt at trees that are in between it and me in an attempt to dissuade it from coming my general direction.
Okay, so you cast Fireball at another tree?
Pew, 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 pew. Yes, fire. Move on.
So at this point, you see that the original tree caught on fire has finally spread to the leaves on the ground. And has finally spread to another tree. And that tree is starting to catch fire. And then when you use control flames to make a burst at the slime, it caught those leaves on fire, and those leaves are starting to spread to another tree.
Okay.
At a forest fire.
Oh, one problem at a time.
And so you catch another tree on fire with your firebolt in between you and the slime after you move your 30 feet.
Yes.
Okay. And that is your turn. It is now Smiley's turn. What do you do, Smiley?
Running full speed at Kira and handing her her pack.
Okay. Serenity, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Running, still running. It's like, go, Kira, go. You got this, Serenity. Come on, go.
Wild Angel, it is your turn.
Okay, I am going to tear off a piece of my tunic.
Okay.
Wrap it around an arrow, light it, and shoot the damn slime.
Yay!
So you do that. You go to shoot it.
Come on.
Hitting the slime goes pretty much right through it. Hits the ground.
Oh,
And the arrow's extinguished.
these things are annoying.
Damn it. Well,
At
that
least
didn't
they're
work.
slow. Sort of.
What?
I said at least, they seem to like kind of shuffle along a bit, so they're a little slow-ish.
Ish is good.
The one that's chasing you, Cyril, is getting close enough to attack you every turn.
Oh, never mind. I guess they're not slow.
So I can make a note.
I love it, Duel.
Strapping up. It's getting serious now.
It
You want the
looks,
plate carrier?
it looks like your bow did damage to it, Kira.
Ooh.
Did it?
I see 6 damage.
Where? I can't read anything on the screen. It's so small. Oh, okay. It's a white dot to me. Oh. Ooh.
Alright, piercing
Made it
damage.
hiss.
It is now Revenant's turn.
I am going to try and pull myself back up.
You're able to kind of pull yourself up a little bit, and then you kind of sloop down, and it's hard to pull yourself up. So you're still kind of dangling there.
Okay, this is where I live now.
Slimes are jumping excitedly. Fall. You can almost hear them fall, fall, fall. But no
What?
words come out of their mouth.
Oh.
That one slime, after you, Cyril, moves up next to you, attempts to attack you, and it hits.
Oh no.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Dealing 2 points of damage.
Oh.
Oof.
7, 6, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ate what?
All of a sudden, Cyril, once it hits you, you start to feel weak. It didn't really physically hurt you, but you start to feel queasy, and then all of a sudden you can't remember a spell.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
What? Yeah.
so right now, you've completely forgot how to cast Illusory Script. Oh god, drop my pen.
Well, that sucks, but I guess I won't miss it too much.
If you don't remember, it's okay.
Yep. I don't remember what I forgot, so like I guess I'm not that upset about it, but you know.
You kind of remember certain things about it, like you remember the spell, you remember what it does, but the words to cast it, the components, wielding the arcane energy to actually do it, is lost to you. And then even then, after all that, you feel more kind of energy drain coming out of you, and you feel like you've lost some magic.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Alright.
Okay.
So
It is now your turn, Cyril.
This is the biggest FU I can give you. Your turn.
right? Well, I guess I'm not casting Illusory Script, am I?
I mean, you can try. You forgot it. You forgot how to cast, I believe was the proper term. You can try it.
I'm out of spell slots anyways, but that's an as ritual, so. So I'm just gonna. Let me think. Alright, so I am going to. Do I have it on me? Let me check. No, it's in my adventuring gear. Crap. Alright. Sorry. I just had to see what I had on me.
Yeah, the thing.
I do have the dragon summoning flute on me,
You do.
but then I would lose my return trip home.
Correct.
However, I would be the only one who lost my return trip home, if that ever was actually my home. So,
However, the dead guy had a flute. Maybe we could give it to you.
oh, that is a good thought. That is a good thought. Okay. Um, I still think it would be prudent for me to start running back to the dead guy, which was at camp, right?
Correct.
So now I'm running back towards camp, but I've got this slime chasing me. I shout out or indicate to whomever is within earshot that I am going to go grab the dead guy's flute because I don't want to risk trying or using my flute to discover that I am unable to use his flute to summon his return ride. So I'm going to try his flute first and then make a decision as to whether or not I will call the dragon for aid on this situation. So, anyhow, I conveyed that in a succincter, faster manner.
I want to shout because I'm in earshot. What the hell does the flute have to do with surviving?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so Sal, you move 60 feet
Okay.
towards the camp.
I'm
Smiley.
dashing the heck out of there.
I imagine you continue running. Smiley?
Oh, me? No,
Yes,
I'm
you.
standing. I'm standing next to Kira, so I'm going to ask Kira, do you need help? Should I guard you, or
You
should
haven't
I?
reached her yet.
Oh, I thought I did.
It's a long run.
Okay,
I know.
so I run up to
Takes your turn.
Kira. Oh, okay.
Okay, so you're still running. So
You're
you
still
actually
running.
you got one more turn to go, and as you get that, you can actually see her 60 feet away, and then you kind of see Cyril running towards you as he's screaming, "I'm going to camp for the thingy!"
Okay.
It's now Serenity's turn.
I'm still running.
Same thing. Okay.
Yeah. Like, where the hell are you going, man?
And then yeah, you see Tanathiel running the opposite way. Not he doesn't go past you, but you see
Right.
him head in that direction.
Like, what the hell? Yeah. Still running.
Wild Angel, it is your turn.
I'm going to repeat my action from the last round.
Okay. So you tie it off, a little piece of
Light it
Something.
and let it go.
light it, let it go.
Set it on fire.
You miss.
Burn the forest.
And you hit another tree, and that tree catches on fire. Or it doesn't catch on fire, but it starts to kind of smolder a little bit, smoke a little
Oh my
bit.
god. You made a mess.
This whole forest is going to hell.
It is now Rev's turn.
I am going to try and swing myself toward the tree a little bit more to try and hook my leg on and pull myself up.
You gonna shimmy, or are you trying to swing towards it?
Try and like swing left to right, get back up a little higher, get my legs
Oh.
around it.
Okay, you're still trying to get on top of that limb.
Yeah.
Okay. You're able to do it. You're able to shift your body weight, and it's heavy wearing. I'm pretty sure you're wearing full plate. So it's heavy. You barely get your body over it, and you're like, oh god, I never want to do that again.
Astro just chainmail.
Is it just chainmail? Chainmail's still pretty heavy.
Oh yeah.
Alright. It is now Slime's turn. So the three Slimes are a little sad now. Still trying to get up the tree, but not as with much gusto. And then the other one is chasing Tanathiel. It is now Cyril's turn.
Okay. I am continuing running, dashing. I'm using dash and running as I can.
Okay. Smiley, you're running.
I'm running.
Okay.
I still want to get to Kira sometime.
You at the very end of your turn reach here.
Yay! And I
Yay!
hand her the pack, or is that too many items?
Nope, too many. It took
Okay.
everything you have just to get there.
Okay.
Serenity. Same thing.
You're,
Okay.
you're muted.
I can read
Thank
lips.
you. Yeah, still running. Sorry.
Okay, so you're so close. You're 30 feet away. You can see Selena's in there. It is now Kira's turn.
Okay. How far am I from Duel?
You are 30 feet.
However, I'm not the one carrying your pack.
I
Selena is.
understand that. Hold
Okay.
on. I'm
Okay.
planning something. How far is he from slime?
From the tree slimes or the slime chasing Cyril?
The closest slime.
Closest slime? 90 feet.
Shit. Okay. I am grabbing my pack and a flask of oil.
Okay.
And moving as close to the closest slime as I can.
So you were able to get 30 feet to the closest slime.
Okay.
And that's all the slimes at the tree.
Okay.
Cycling back to Kree, but sadly, we're all out of time.
Oh, we are.
We are. Yes. So, of course, my guy is still running, wondering why the whole damn forest is on fire. Like, I left you guys for 5 minutes. What the hell?
Don't worry, I'll leave some detailed notes so we know exactly where we are when we come back.
Perfect.
Yeah. Flask of oil.
See, what we need is like a Photoshop image that's just like it can just be simple, like a grid or something, where we can have little overlay like on different layers. That way we can just like quickly move it around on the stream by grabbing that person and moving them to a different grid block, because that would definitely help with keeping a good flow of remembering of at least where everything's at.
If I was not expecting this to turn into a full-blown encounter. That is my bad. I will admit to that.
Cyril just had to do something, didn't he?
Well, what are you guys tired about? Like,
This is not what I planned. I was planning more puzzle solving, and instead it turned into an encounter.
Didn't think they'd set the forest on fire, did you? See?
Neither did I. See, I didn't see that coming either. But that's my job, is to adapt and overcome.
Oh, you're doing a great job.
Yes, sir. That you are.
You are. And this is a lot of fun. It's definitely interesting. And now, everybody who's watching either live or on the recording.
Restream.
Yeah, restream. Thank you. I couldn't come up with the word. Either I hope you guys are enjoying this. And let me know in the comments down below. Are you enjoying questing with Qrow? Is that something we should do more of, less? What do you guys think? What did you enjoy from tonight's conversation? What really stood out the most to you? And do you want to be a part of it? Because if you do, remember, you can join the VIP family channel and join us up here on stage every Friday night. Something that they get is a backstage pass to hop up here and be insane in whatever we're talking about. But do me a huge favor. Definitely go out and check out Project Duck Depression and Karma Farm Sanctuary, two of our sponsors that we support wholeheartedly here at Down Home Crypto. Most importantly, stay smart, stay wise, and keep spreading the positivity out there, because right now the world is crazy and scammers are everywhere. Chaos is running rampant all over the place. So if you feel alone, you feel like you need a little boost, hey, hop in, talk to somebody. Or if you're really getting down, call somebody, tell somebody. Biggest thing is, remember, you're never alone in this world. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, and make sure to tune in next Friday, where we don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be another wild ride. So have a safe weekend. Enjoy. Go tell somebody you love them. And all in all, just be a good person. Thanks, everybody. Love you guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.